It may surprise you, but choosing nuts in your daily diet, especially if you are a senior or over the age of 65, can have a huge impact on your health. Frequent consumption of the wrong type of nuts, in fact, could increase the risk of cardiovascular problems even significantly. And this is not my opinion, but research published in prestigious scientific journals. The insidious part, some of the most common nuts, the ones you may have in your pantry right now, may be silently raising your blood pressure, causing inflammation, clogging your arteries, and even contributing to cognitive decline. Yet many older adults consume them because they think they are making a healthy choice. There is one nut in particular, the identity of which I will reveal to you later, that has been linked to potentially toxic substances that, if ingested regularly, can cause problems for the liver, kidneys, and brain. Chances are you have already eaten it. But fear not. In this video, designed as a true health guide for the well-being of seniors, we will clarify. You will discover, if you are over 65, which are the 4 nuts you must eat and the 4 you should never touch. We will talk about which are the safest, the best for your heart and brain, and which ones you should avoid at all costs. And be sure to stick with me until the end, because there's a little-known truth about the riskiest nuts that very few people talk about, and that could be damaging your health without you even realizing it. But before we get started, if you find these senior health tips helpful, like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more senior health content. And let me know in the comments where you're watching today. So, without further ado, here are the 4 types of nuts that every senior should include in their diet. Number 1 nut to eat. Almonds, the treasure for strong bones. Almonds are a truly healthy food, a concentrate of strength for an aging body, especially thanks to their high content of calcium and vitamin E, essential allies for maintaining strong bones. As we age, our bones naturally become more porous and brittle, and fractures can lead to serious complications. After age 65, bone loss tends to accelerate, but incorporating even a small handful of almonds a day, about 20 to 25 grams, can help slow this process, providing a good dose of calcium. But what makes almonds unique for senior health is also their magnesium content, a mineral that many seniors are deficient in. Magnesium acts as a policeman for calcium, helping it to deposit in the bones instead of the arteries. Almonds also contain monounsaturated fats that are beneficial for heart health, helping to lower levels of bad LDL cholesterol, crucial since cardiovascular risk increases with age. How to eat them to get the most benefit? I recommend a daily serving of 15 to 20 almonds, preferably raw or dry roasted, without added salt. Thanks to their high fiber content, about 4 grams per serving, almonds are also an excellent weapon against constipation, a common disorder among the elderly. And that's not all. Studies have shown that almonds can help prevent oxidative damage to brain cells. Look for almonds with the skin on, as they contain flavonoids that, when combined with vitamin E, double their antioxidant power. A word of caution: if you have trouble swallowing, make sure to chew them very well. Nut number 2 to eat. Walnuts, brain food. Walnuts, with their tiny brain-like shape, stand out as one of the best foods for brain health in seniors. They are the best plant-based source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid, of any other walnut. This is vital for the elderly brain, as omega-3s support neurotransmission and keep brain cell membranes healthy. Studies have found significant improvements in cognitive processing speed and mental flexibility in older adults who regularly consume walnuts. The unique polyphenols in walnuts may even help prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia by fighting inflammation directly in neural tissue. A little-known but important aspect for the well-being of seniors is that walnuts also contain melatonin, a substance that tends to decrease with age, often causing sleep problems. Some people find that eating a handful of walnuts before bed improves their rest. The combination of arginine, an amino acid that helps maintain healthy blood vessels, and polyphenols also makes walnuts incredibly beneficial for cardiovascular health, helping to keep arteries flexible. How to eat them? Try to consume about 7 to 9 walnut halves a day. To preserve their delicate oils, store them in the refrigerator. The slightly bitter taste is a sign of their powerful antioxidants. It's nature's wisdom. Nut number 3 till eat. Pistachios, blood pressure allies. When it comes to nutrition and senior health tips, pistachios are perhaps the most underrated, especially for their ability to help regulate blood pressure. They are unique because they are low in sodium and high in potassium. This mineral balance is crucial for older adults as it helps the kidneys not retain too much salt, a process that can become less efficient with age. Eating pistachios can help lower systolic blood pressure, almost like some medications, but without the side effects. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that protect against age-related macular degeneration, a major cause of vision loss in people over 65. Their distinctive green and purple hues are not only beautiful to look at, but indicate the presence of antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, slowing aging. How to eat them. The act of shelling them naturally slows down consumption, promoting mindful eating and helping with portion control, a great example of how habits can impact health. Aim for about 49 pistachios a day, about 30 grams, preferably unsalted or lightly salted. Their 3 grams of fiber per serving are also very helpful in regulating blood sugar levels, an important benefit given that many older adults deal with diabetes or prediabetes. Nut number 4 to eat. Brazil nuts, thyroid support. We put Brazil nuts at the top of the list for their incredible support of thyroid function, a crucial but sometimes overlooked aspect of aging well and caring for senior health. With just one Brazil nut, you can get about 130% of your daily requirement of selenium. They are the richest known dietary source of selenium. This is extremely important because thyroid disorders affect up to 20% of people over the age of 65, and the symptoms are often confused with normal signs of aging. Selenium is essential for activating thyroid hormone, which supports energy, metabolism, and mood. The specific fatty acids found in Brazil nuts also help maintain myelin, the protective sheath of nerve cells, which can deteriorate with age, helping maintain reflexes and cognitive speed. How to eat them. Because of their potency, I recommend that seniors consume no more than 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Too much selenium can have negative effects. Look for ones that are still in the shell, if possible, and store them in the refrigerator to prevent them from going rancid. Their naturally sweet and buttery flavor makes them a great alternative to less nutritious snacks. And now, as promised, the dark truth, or rather, health tips on which nuts you should avoid or consume with extreme caution, especially if you are a health-conscious senior. Number 1 nut to avoid. Peanuts, the inflammatory false friend. Despite their popularity, peanuts can be a problem for many older adults. First of all, peanuts aren't technically nuts, but legumes that grow underground. This makes them susceptible to mold and aflatoxins, mycotoxins that can damage the liver and increase the risk of cancer if consumed frequently. As we age, our body's detoxification mechanisms become less efficient, increasing this risk. Even more concerning for the health of older adults is that peanuts contain proteins that can trigger inflammatory reactions, even without a true allergy. This low-grade inflammation can worsen joint disease, cardiovascular problems, and cognitive decline. Peanuts also have a high concentration of omega-6 fatty acids, which, when out of balance with omega-3s, can promote inflammation. The vitamin K in peanuts can interfere with blood-thinning medications, an interaction many doctors may not warn their elderly patients about. Hydrogenated oils, salt, and added sugars in commercial peanut butters make matters worse. Even natural, unsalted peanut butter can impact blood pressure. Nut number 2 to avoid. Cashews, the glycemic pitfall. Cashews, because of their high carbohydrate content, about 9 grams per ounce, more than many true nuts, and glycemic impact, pose a particular risk to older adults. With about 25% of people over the age of 65 having diabetes and another 48% having prediabetes, the glycemic reaction they can cause is harmful. Many older adults eat them in excess without considering the effect on their blood sugar. Nutritionally, Cashews are also high in oxalates, which can bind to calcium in the gut and reduce its absorption, a problem for those at risk of osteoporosis. Oxalates themselves increase the risk of kidney stones, a danger that increases after age 60. The lengthy processing to remove urushiol, a toxic substance, can reduce their nutritional value. Many commercial versions are roasted in oil and oversalted. They also contain enzyme inhibitors that can hinder protein digestion, a problem for older adults. Their creamy texture makes them easy to overeat, contributing to weight gain. Nut and umber 3 to avoid. Macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb. Despite their delicious flavor, macadamia nuts pose a significant health risk to seniors due to their extremely high calorie, about 200 calories per ounce, the most caloric, and fat, about 22 grams per ounce content. With the metabolism inevitably slowing down with age, weight management becomes more difficult. The high fat content can stress an already less efficient gallbladder. Macadamias are also among the nuts with the highest saturated fat content, about 3 grams per ounce, which can raise LDL cholesterol. Their hardness can pose an oral health risk to elderly people with weak teeth, crowns, or bridges. They are expensive, and cheaper varieties are more likely to go rancid. They are often roasted in oil and salted, adding sodium and unhealthy fats. Their rich flavor can tempt you to overeat. Nut and umber 4 to avoid. Pine nuts, the hidden disruptors. Pine nuts are among the most problematic nuts for seniors for a variety of reasons. One significant concern is their potential for drug interactions. They contain substances that can interfere with more than 60% of prescriptions given to seniors, including blood pressure medications, statins, and some antidepressants. Many doctors do not adequately educate about these food-drug interactions. Pine nut syndrome is another problem, a bitter, metallic taste in the mouth that can persist for weeks, leading to decreased appetite and worsening nutritional status, a critical issue for older adults to address. It appears to be more common in older adults. Pine nuts contain many polyunsaturated fats that oxidize rapidly, producing inflammatory substances. Their small size can pose an aspiration risk for those who have difficulty swallowing. They contain enzyme inhibitors that hinder protein digestion, at a time in life when protein absorption is already reduced. Choosing which nuts to eat and which to avoid can profoundly impact your health, vitality, and brain function in your golden years. Small adjustments in your eating habits, guided by wisdom and good health guidance, yield huge long-term results for a healthy life. Now it's your turn. Have any changes in your nut diet had an impact on your health? Tell me which nut made the most difference for you. Leave your thoughts in the comments.